Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Sync with Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. And please help me welcome my wonderful co-host, Trish, Trish James Tarot, Trish James Oracle, and
Cosmic
Cosmic
Trish.
Trish.
Yes. Hi, everybody. Hope everybody's feeling fantastic today.
Yes, I hope so. Yeah. I think that I'm hoping most of them are because
Yeah.
it's still in this part of the world, it's still Valentine's Day. And for those who
Oh,
participate, I hope that you're having a good time. Um, my
good.
personal participation with Valentine's is I wait until the next day and I go buy the chocolate on sale.
I love it.
Yeah,
That's
that,
right up my
that's
alley.
my big thing.
I love that idea.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything is just so expensive on Valentine's Day. Flowers, everything. It just
Exactly.
triples.
Yeah, exactly. And you know
Mm.
what? And my body doesn't care if it gets a chocolate today or tomorrow. It's fine.
Chocolate, perfect anytime.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And it's funny, I always know exactly the kind to get that I like.
Oh,
It,
yes.
it,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's
You can't
surprising.
go wrong when you choose yourself.
No, no.
I love that.
So, yes. So welcome everyone. Um, I'll explain how things are going to go, but I do want to let you all know first and foremost, we have got Dawn Turner behind the scenes, and Dawn is one of the moderators, and she's going to be helping us keep track of the questions and starring your questions. So, for those of you that are in the chat, make sure you say hi to Dawn and say thank
Yeah.
you to Dawn.
Thank you, Dawn.
And
Mhm.
yes, thank you, Dot. And for the other moderators that are here that have joined us, I welcome each and every one of you. And it's our moderators keep us safe and keep us on track. And yeah, that is
Take a bit of the
fabulous.
pressure off, from that
Yes,
part.
absolutely. Yeah. So we will do some readings for you guys. And what I will ask you to do, okay, is to type in hashtag heart in the comment section below. You only need to type it in once because the system will only recognize it once, right? If when we use the giveaway tool, if you are a winner, and only if you're a winner, please type your question in right away. As a matter of fact, have your question already formulated and maybe type it somewhere so that if you win, all you have to do is copy paste. Boom,
Yeah.
done. Right?
And caps is
So,
perfect because we can see it much easier.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. In all caps, yeah,
Mm.
we can see it, Dawn can see it, and yeah, it works out a lot nicer. So I will also ask you to please ask specific questions. It's really hard as readers, it makes it more difficult than it needs to be
Mm.
when you ask for something like, what do my spirit guides want me to know? That's a pretty broad subject.
And it may
You know
not be
what?
what you want to know. Maybe there's something more
Yes,
specific you want to talk about.
exactly. So be be specific. I'll also ask you, please, no medical or third party questions. Um, I'm not a doctor. I don't even play one on TV. So, for when it comes to things like that, medical advice, legal advice, you can always consult the people
Seek
whose
professional
job it
opinion.
is. Yes, yeah. And third party questions, that's along the lines of, my son applied for a job, will he get that job? That can be a little dicey because we don't have permission from your
Mm.
son to read on.
Mm.
So it's almost like a little bit of an intrusion if we do.
Yeah.
So if you can, keep it specific to yourself. It just makes it a lot easier and so on. So and and play nice. You know, if you have had a reading from someone else in the last 48 hours, um, let someone else have a turn, right? It's always nice, especially when we have a lot of people and there's, you know, a lot of people enter for a reading. Um, we want to give the new people a chance to experience what it is that most of you experience.
Yeah.
There you go.
And we can't get through everybody, so it's only a select number for each
Yeah,
show.
yeah. And we're going to do our very best. In fact, we're going to take turns
Hmm.
so that, yeah, hopefully that's going to go a
Yeah.
little faster.
See if we can get through some more people that way.
Yes, absolutely. And David S. wanted to know, are you taking any political and world questions? Are you up for that, or would you rather
Well,
keep it personal?
I've got the deck there to ask, but that's your question if you win. So,
Yeah, there you.
yeah, you
All right,
mightn't have a
there you
personal
go. That,
question. Mm.
yeah, yeah. And Aaron, the hairstylist, says he loves your accent. Yes, it is a lovely accent.
The Aussie accent,
Yes.
minus all the slang and cuss words.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have to
but
tone
they're
those down.
fun. They're the best kind.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
yeah, so
definitely.
don't forget, yeah, put in hashtag heart and do not post your question until you are a winner. Otherwise, um, we can't keep track of who belongs where and so on. So um, yeah, and any questions that come in that aren't from winners, I'm just going to pretend I didn't see them.
Yeah, no.
So,
We're
and
leaving it in the
before we
hands
get
of fate
started,
to choose the winner.
yes,
Yes.
absolutely. Yeah. And before we get started, Trish, what's new? What's new on your channel? What's new with you? What are you up to? What
I am
creative
about to
gifts
take
can you
a
share?
break. I'm taking a break. So
Oh,
I've been
nice.
going since about 2022. I think I started 22, 23. I can't really remember, but I may have taken 1 or 2 weeks off in that whole time where I had a
Oh my
cold
gosh.
or I was sick, but I don't take any time off. I create content every week. I read every week. I
Yeah.
create decks every week, and I'm a bit flatlined. So I'm actually looking forward to taking some time off. I've pre-recorded a bunch of things for the channels while I'm away, but my sister has just turned 50 and we're taking a little trip away. So that I'm really looking forward to that. I'll be nice and fresh when I come back, ready to, hit the ground running. But the website will be also closed down as well. So there'll be no ordering. There's 3 more days left of ordering, and then the website gets shut down for a couple of weeks. I just thought I should let you know.
Perfect.
Mm.
Perfect. And yes, yeah. Uh, you're, I hope you're going to have a fabulous time. I'm sure you will. I'm sure
Yeah,
you will.
hopefully.
And it'll be wonderful.
It would
And
be. It would be.
yeah, you can come back with yeah, whole new perspective, whole new everything.
Yeah,
So
all charged up and ready to get into 2026.
yes, yeah. And how are you feeling with the energy? Is it having an effect on you?
Well, I have, as I said, I pre-done the readings for the next couple of weeks, a collective energy reading, and the one that's coming up this week was a breather. It was actually really good cards. I was quite surprised. It was good cards considering the energy we've had over the last couple of months. We've had solar flare energy, geomagnetic storms hitting us, Epstein files dumped on us, all that crazy, awful energy, the rebellion energy around the world all hits the collective energy. This week, there's a little bit of clarity in the collective. So people are being able to see the truth of situations this week. So I thought that
Yes,
was a nice little break. A good time to manifest, good time to
yes,
get some really clear intentions and set some goals. Really good time for that this week coming.
absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely. So yeah, for all of us, that's what we need. Yeah, set your intention and do good things. do good things. If you have a
Yeah.
choice between having a joyous day or a regular day, always choose joyous.
Yeah. And
It's
you
so
are
much
responsible
easier.
for what you do with your energy and what you choose to do. Yeah, you can always turn things around. And it starts with how you
Absolutely.
feel.
Yes,
Mm.
absolutely. So before we get into them, I'll just remind you guys very quickly to don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I've got Trisha's info listed in the description of the video. So make sure that you go over and subscribe to
Yeah.
Trish James Sparrow and
Cosmic
Cosmic
Trish.
Trish.
Cosmic Trish is where I have my astrology, all of my high guide readings, all of my mystical stuff, and just some more like messages and pick a card kind of stuff over there. And the main channel, which is my Trishy James channel, is more about world events, predictions, that kind of stuff, the heavy stuff, and collective energy for
Perfect.
the collective. Yeah. So I separate them. No negativity
Excellent.
allowed on the Cosmic Trish channel.
Oh, good plan. Good plan.
Mm.
I like that. I like that. So, and yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you've joined us, and there's quite a few of you here that have joined us from the other side of the world, from Trisha's channels. Welcome, welcome each and every one of you. So, um, here's we'll get started, and you're going to have a chance to see, for those of you that haven't seen it before, how the giveaway tool works. So, just remind you that if you are a winner, and we'll do four at a time.
Okay.
Um,
So, yeah,
yeah,
two
to
each.
just
Mm.
yeah, post your question in right away and be specific. Okay, here we go. Look, haha,
Yes, exciting.
getting ready to push the button. Yeah, we've got 41 entries already, and and okay, and who's going to be first is Danielle Maria. Well done, Danielle. Uh, I'm just making note.
So, question in when you're ready, Danielle.
Absolutely. And after Danielle, we have, we have, we have da, 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 Katie and Froud. Well done, Eileen. Katie and Froud. And after Katie and Froud is 354.
Beautiful.
I feel like saying, Andrea 54 Hector, come on down.
Yeah, it's got that vibe, hasn't it? Yeah, it's like a game show.
Absolutely. Yeah, totally. Okay. And to round out this first group, we have, we have, we have, we have Sonia J. Wonderful. So, Sonia J, get your questions in. And, and. Yeah, yes, Erin, the price is right. So, um, yeah. Okay. Uh, Daniela got you. And who else do we have? And Acadian Proud's question is in. So, yeah, Andrea, 54, and Sonia J, get your questions in right away. Please put them in all caps. It just helps us to see them, and it's going to help Dawn in the background to be able to see them. So, we'll give you a minute or so to get your question in. And if you don't get your question in, we want to get to as many readings as we can. So rather than just kind of sit and wait, I'll call on you 3 times. And we don't get something from you after the third time, then we'll just go on and pick someone else. Um, and and if you miss your turn, don't worry about it. You know, there's always next time. So yeah, you'll never feel left out. Okay, so Andrea, 54, and Sonia J. This is your second call. I'm not seeing anything. Yeah. All right, Andrea and Sonia J. Third call. Okie dokie. All right, so we will pick two ones and we have SRN. I bet you're a nurse. Well done, Tess. And after Tess is do, do, do. Thanks, girl. All right, you two, get in there.
So I've got Danielle's cards picked
Perfect,
once we're ready to go.
perfect. Okay. I'm just seeing if there was anything. Nothing. Okay, so Tess RN and Manx Girl, you can get your question in, and yeah, Danielle Maria, we have yours. Okay, let me take this off the screen and go go ahead, my friend.
Okay, I've got Danielle's card. Now her question was something to do with spirit guide message about advice for her current situation. I think her message was.
Wait, hold on. Let me put it up. Let me put it up. Spirit guide's message, advice for me right now.
Okay. So I see a bit of challenges going on around you, Danielle. So now I want to say I've got the beautiful temperance card stepping in for you. She's the beautiful angel card. Let me show you the picture so then you can see. She's the beautiful angel card that steps in, and her question would be um, needing to find that right mix or that perfect balance. But I feel that her energy steps in after chaos. So her energy is to come in calm after the chaos. So it's almost like the rainbow is a time of sunshine and rainbow after a difficult time is what she's showing me. So I also have the chaos card. I have the card of the tower. So the tower is showing that perhaps you've been through some kind of sudden changes recently, or you're feeling a bit chaotic in your energy because I'm getting a sense around a need to rebuild or a need to find some kind of peace. The temperance card brings in that peace, but I also have the 7 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Pentacles is saying you persevere, hang in on this energy. It feels very flat, actually. I feel the card that I'm looking at is the Taurus energy. Now Tauruses love to feel stability, they love to feel comfort, they love to feel like they're building a strong, secure financial structure, housing structure around them. But I feel like you're just sitting flat, like searching. You've either been on the defensive or you've been in a battle. I've got to say, it feels like an energetic battle. There's chaos, and you're trying to rebuild after chaos. Temperance comes in to say, find peace, find harmony, find contentment, find the energy of Taurus to help you build through whatever situation. Comfort zone, funny enough, is coming up out of the personal predictions. Challenges around you, also aligning to the cards that came out of the tarot. And then the other card that came out was transform and grow. Now, I feel the growth comes after the storm. So there's a period of rest, calm, balance, trying to find balance. It's almost like gathering resources, gathering energy, you're gathering something. So it's like you're trying to build something up, whether you're building your energy up or you're building your finances up, you're building something. You're trying to, and it's like you keep flatlining. I don't know if I want to say that it keeps sounds like flatlining, and it's a sense of feeling defensive, like or defeated. So always on the defensive energetically. Maybe that's a person around you that's always making you feel like you're on the defensive or defeated, because the two words that I'm get pulling in through that. But I do see progress coming for you now. Your question was something to do with advice for you right now. The advice would be from the temperance. The temperance says find calm, find peace, find inner balance. You want you to find balance. Balance is the biggest thing. So don't be consumed by the building, for one thing, the hard work in building, but also that chaotic energy that's around you. Challenges, you need to grow from challenges. So once you learn, and it's the most worst thing to say is you grow from challenges, but the card you've got on the table is growing from challenges, and it makes you stronger. But it's also saying that sometimes, even though you are a very caring person, sometimes you need to be cared for as well. So you need to take care of yourself as well, Danielle. So not only the energy that it's almost like you've given, and you're flatlining, because what have you got left to give? So temperance says build your energy, build your kindness back to yourself, build your energy back up. You can't keep giving to everybody else and people just keep expecting it from you. So reach out. It's saying reach out when you need help. You need to also ask for help. Don't just keep being the one that gives help all the time. But making progress, slow and steady progress, in a very calm way, in a very temperance way, in a very balanced way. So that would be the advice from the cards. They're showing me all the challenges, but they're showing me the advice would be think about the balance, think about the harmony, thinking about the kindness to yourself there. Don't overrun yourself or flatline yourself. Hopefully that makes sense. I know I've got to speed up a little bit.
That's that was great. That was a great reading. Yeah, well done. Well done. So, I have Acadian Proud. Now, Manx Girl did post a question, didn't hear anything from Tess RN, not that I could see. So, we'll draw one other person, okay? Um, so that yeah, so that Trish can get ready for for the next one. So, instead of Tess RN, we're going to have, and remember, put your question in as soon as possible. Roger Rivera. Lovely. And I know Roger is here. So, Roger, please post your question so that Trish can get working on your cards. Yay. Okay. Yes. Wow. He says, oh my God. Yes, you won. Okay. So here we go. Acadian Proud says, do my guides have recommendations on how to deal with the changes going on at my work? Includes my seventh supervisor in 4 years. Yes, it's it's challenging when things are happening that we have control over. It's even more challenging when it's things that we don't have control over. And these are things that you kind of you can go with the flow, or you can get a little more caught up in the game. So what I get for you, Eileen, is initially is tension escalates. I think you're not the only one that's feeling that way. That that here's not only a new supervisor, but here's someone that I have to get to know. I have to learn how it is that they do things. They're going to have lots of questions. I'm going to have to explain things and so on. And anytime that someone new comes in, initially, while there's a little excitement, it does feel like it's a waste of time because didn't I do this with the last person? So, um, you know. you're not the only one that's feeling that tension. Okay. I also got boredom and inactivity, and that is be careful about getting into that headspace of, here we go again, doing this. We know that changes are taking place. We know that astrologically, institutions and so on, there's things are changing. And change can be a good thing. Change can be a very positive thing. So the next card that I got out for you was be open to receive. So, these new people that are coming in, even though it may add initially to your workload, ultimately it could end up being a lot better, right? They they could end up providing something that you don't have right now. So be open to that. And then I got reward for effort. If you're willing to work with the new people coming in, if you're willing to be open to some of the new ideas that they're going to be sharing and that they're going to want to try out, um, you're going to be rewarded for that effort. And it's really easy to fall into the, yeah, you know what, we did that 2 years ago, it didn't work. Things change over time. So, um, be willing to listen to the other side. And and the other card that I got was harmony, be willing to see the other side. So I think that things are going to work out. Initially, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. It always is. Um, but view the change as something positive instead of something negative. And I think that it will work out. It probably a little better than you anticipate. Yeah. And yeah, Acadian Proud said, I don't trust my new supervisor. Yeah, yeah, I get it. I get it. I really do. So just, you know, use use your intuition and remember you kill more. How does that go? You kill more bees with honey than vinegar or something along those lines. But anyway, so yeah, there you go. Yeah. Oh, saw the kidney issues in the final card. I only have one kidney. Oh, well then.
Mm,
The cards are talking to you. So pay attention.
beautiful.
Oh, yeah. All right. Excellent. So then, okay, we've got who do you want to go?
I've got
Roger or
I've got Roger. I've got Roger.
Roger?
Challenging. Challenging.
Excellent. Okay, hold on. I will do that. Roger.
Ah,
Yeah. Given
sorry,
that
just
line, you
reading
know,
Danielle's then. Yeah, yeah, Danielle, I feel
yeah.
that chaotic energy around you then. And I'm so sorry that that's happening to you with that no help. No help. It's really unfair, but really give the energy back to yourself. Give what you give to other
Yeah.
people, give it to yourself. If you can't get help from other people, then you need to help yourself.
Yes.
But Roger, thank you for your question. Very challenging. Very my heart goes out to you for what you're facing and what's going on. Now I couldn't even partially understand what's going on in over there in America, in the US, with all that angst that's going on there, and it feels to me that you feel very much connected to that. So when I pulled the rods, it said that you are affected anyway. You're affect you. I think the question was something about will be safe and protected. Well, you're affected by this anyway, so it's affecting your energy. The card's main message here is to be optimistic, and I also have just got to say that I'm like not a political reader at all. I'm in fact I when I read political stuff, I because I don't trust any politicians, I tend to pull back from that political arena. But I do very, very much care for people, and that's why my heart goes out to you, Roger, because I very, very much care for collective energy and the energy of the people, and I can feel that you're affected. And that's what the rods were saying. You are affected anyway. It's affecting your energy anyway. But they're saying most important thing here is optimism. I was just reading, sorry, this is a new deck. So I was just reading what the question was that I wrote down the bottom. It's that the question that it says is, can you let light lead you? So, and that just kind of means trying to stay positive in a very difficult and challenging situation. Now, I have Trump in the spread. So, and I don't know if I'm supposed to say his name. I'm pretty sure that's the person you were talking about. I'm assuming that's who you were
No,
talking about in your question there. Um,
yes.
I've got his energy on the table. This is the Leo energy, the leader that's it says charismatic, but it can also be arrogant in the reverse qualities. So whichever way you decide to read on that person's energy, he holds those traits of that Leo kind of energy there. So I have his energy on the table. I've just got to let you know. I also have the Two of Cups saying it is affecting you. It's affecting your relationships and the people around you. So because I've got the connection card, this is about dissolving boundaries, which is the issue that you're most concerned about. It's your boundaries. It's about where you're living, if you're going to be affected, the whole ice situation. That's definitely all about boundaries. So he's impeding on your boundary energy here. Now, I've got some challenging cards on the table for you, Roger, but I want to say the most important thing here is optimism. The cards are saying, be optimistic. Can you let your light lead you? Now, the cards that I've got for you is maybe perhaps a career advancement. So this could be looking at a change of job or a change of role, career change, job, or a career advancement for you in the form of a new opportunity or a new beginning for you. So what I'm trying to get you to do is look at the situation in a positive light, not a negative light. So you could easily look at this from a very negative situation because you're already affected by that negative energy. So you could see these cards and straight up think the most negative thing. And I'm trying to get you to say, don't do that, because we've got the card of the sun, and the sun is the most positive, one of the most positive cards in the tarot, the sun and the star. So you've got this. You don't have the tower. You don't have the really challenging card. You've got the sun. So I want to keep reminding you of that, because you've also got changing directions. This is showing navigation. This is showing perhaps even a move, because we've got the chariot. The chariot is wheels in motion and can be talking about a move coming up for you. But don't go straight to the negative thought of that move. It could be, the cards are saying, be optimistic about it. It could involve a choice of a change of direction, a change of career advancement, so you can find something that is more connected to you, for you and your family, your connections. This is very much a family card, so you and your connections can feel safer. Taurus can feel like you've got more opportunities for you, because this is an opportunity card. It's the Ace of Pentacles, and it's Taurus. Taurus, as I said, they just want to feel secure. They want to feel safe. They want to feel they're in an environment where they can start building their resources and building a life for them in the most comfortable, stable, secure way. So you're seeking that security. Maybe you're going to find that by a change of job, in a different direction, a new beginning. So please take that in the most positive way that you can. Thank you. Quite a
Ah,
challenging situation, and my heart goes out to you, Roger.
fabulous. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Totally, totally resonate with that. Okay. And uh wonderful. And then I've got Max Girl who says, do you see me flying this year? I think that mm, there may be opportunities, but I think you're going to have to use your discernment in terms of whether or not you'll take advantage of that. So I will just stop for a moment and remind you that if you want to get in for an opportunity to get a reading, please type in hashtag heart in the comment section below, and then we'll use the giveaway tool. And if you're chosen to get a reading, then please post your question in all caps. That way it gets our attention and specifically it gets Dawn's attention who's helping in the background. So there you go. That's that. Okay. So Manx girl, what I got, I started off with improved situation. So you know, where if you're thinking about traveling or flying for you know, for pleasure, for vacation, if you're anywhere you know, kind of close to home, I think that you might be okay. And I think, as a matter of fact, you might need to fly simply because you're caring for others. So there might be a family member that is going to need a little bit of assistance from you. So for that, um, yeah, it things could improve. Okay, now here's where the kind of where the problem comes in. Um, I also pulled a chariot that, you know, having to make a decision, it could things could kind of progress either way. I then got the Eight of Swords, which is, you know, kind of feeling trapped, like this is something that you want to do, but you feel like, you know, maybe your options are limited. I also get the Five of Wands. That that's kind of winning at all cost, right? It's all or nothing. It it doesn't really need to be all or nothing in this case. I think that if the opportunity comes up and you're not traveling particularly internationally, I think that you're probably going to be okay. But if you're thinking of international um, travel, there might be some issues there. So I would think about that seriously before I did it. So that's what I've got. Okay. I've got
Maybe
so
I
many
should ask
cards
for a
on here.
card for international travel. I'm
Oh,
flying
no,
out this
no.
week.
You're
I'm fine.
you're not traveling to the US or in the
Yeah,
US. You're
no,
fine. You're
I'm far
fine.
from you guys.
So okay, we'll pick four more. I hope I hope Max Drill that that answers your question. Okay. Um so let me bring this back up and we'll pick four more. We got 54 entries. So don't forget, put your question in right away. Don't wait and do it in all caps. Two sunflowers. Lovely. Two sunflowers. Well done. And after two sunflowers, we have, we have, oh, Jess G. And Jess, please post your question right away. Mhm.
Sunflower's posting hard again. You've already won a reading, Sunflower. Pop your question in. Unless I'm just behind in the
Wildlife,
comments.
yes. Wildlife, get your question in right away. And Cat Goddess. All righty. Okay, so for The folks who have won their readings now is we've got Cat Goddess. Okay. Um, and I will remind you guys to please be specific. Okay, ask a specific question. If you if you leave it too broad, we may not be able to connect with the question that you really want answered. And so, you might end up feeling disappointed in a reading. So be specific. Okay. Um, two sunflowers. Da, da, da. And oops, Jess G posted. Lovely. And so we're waiting on wild lilac and two sunflowers, right? All right. So we will go to nothing for two sunflowers. Okay. So we'll pick someone else. Uh, Turtle Shoot. So please post your question in right away and please do it in all caps. Excellent. And all right. And all righty. So Trish,
I have Jess.
which one?
Jess's card's already
Yes,
pulled. Let's see, Jess. So,
perfect.
Jess, I see you being very hardworking. So, I've got reward for effort coming your way, but it may be a little bit slower than you're hoping for because I've got something about slow pace here, reward for effort. But I also see you being having to be careful about being a yes person. So taking on this job and that job and do this for that person and that for that person. It's the 10 of wands is the person that doesn't know how to say no. They just keep putting all these um, duties, obligations, responsibilities on their back and they want to carry the load for everybody. But it gets to the point where you can be so worn down. And I'm not saying you're there at all. I'm not picking that. I'm finding very beautiful energy around you, Jess. But I just want you to be aware about being a yes person for the hopes of moving forward. Just be careful about being used. That's just one thing that I want to say. So, but I do see you being very vibrant, very charismatic. It's very sun energy. So good leader, actually. You'd make a very good 2IC or very good leading hand, very much feeling the energy. Oh, and if I say that, but I've got Leo on the table as well. Now I've got Leo coming in the form of queen. She's the queen of wands. She's very confident. So when you're shining your beautiful light in something that you're good at, people will notice you. No doubt about it. You'll be noticed for the things you're very good at. You will shine in areas that you love, you enjoy, and you'll be noticed by the right people. So that will lead to opportunities for you. But be aware of that it also draws out people that want to burden you with their responsibilities in the hopes that you'll move forward. So just keep your eyes open as to what is a real opportunity for leadership, for momentum moving forward because of your abilities that you have and what people there want to just get you to carry their load. So just please be aware of that. Now, the other thing I'm getting for you about is choices. You're going to be facing a choice. You've got the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is lots of opportunities, actually. The Seven of Cups is like all these opportunities all over the place, and it's a matter of putting your attention onto one thing. So this is what I'm feeling for you, Jess. I feel like if you can instead of scattering yourself here, there, and everywhere with this job and that job, and being good at this and good at that, and shining lights in different areas, if you can kind of figure it out what it is you want to do and just shine your light in that direction, because you've got the Seven of Cups, which means focus on one thing, narrow your stream onto what you want, because you could end up anywhere. You're going to get noticed for your skills, for your confidence, for your optimism too. You've got the Page of Wands showing optimism. She also the Page of Wands is somebody that is ready to learn, ready to explore, ready to take on new challenges, ready person of action. You're ready to learn, but be aware of taking on so many things that it flattens your energy out. But I don't feel that for you at the moment. I feel like you'll be rewarded for your effort, but make sure it's the reward that you want. That's what I'm trying to say. So make sure you know what you want, put your sights on that, because you're good enough to do anything, and you're going to be recognized because you've got so many sun cards here on the table. You've got the vitality boost of the sun, you've got the Queen of Wands in the upright position showing confidence, magnetism, which means you attract the opportunities to you because of your vibrancy. But make sure it is because you've got this, and I'm only saying it because you've got the Seven of Cups, which means you've got lots of opportunities. Narrow in on one. Make sure it's the one that you really want. But yeah, really, really good reading for you. But just be aware of who wants to use you for your skills and not reward you, and what you really want, because that's what you have to go after. Hope that helps.
Fabulous. Fabulous, Jess. Yes, I hope that was helpful. Okay. And then what wait a minute. Wild lilac. Now, I will caution you guys. I did say in the very beginning, and I realize not all of you were here in the very beginning, when I said be specific and no no medical questions and no third party questions. So, um, in terms of this, where do I have it up? Yeah. Does my spirit guide or anyone have any helpful information regarding my abdominal, spine, muscle, and joint pain? So I'm I'm going to kind of do an overall, although I'm not going to get technical with you, okay? Is that you do have some challenges ahead in terms of your your physical body. There are some challenges. However, I think that what happens very often while lilac is you do get um, you do get information on how you can make your situation a little better. Um, you're just you just don't have you lack the motivation to do it. It's you're and please, I mean this with all the love in my heart. When your doctor tells you that, you know what, um, if you start walking around the block, it may help with your joints. It may help with things. Um, don't do it once and say, yeah, it didn't help, right? It's something that you have to be consistent with. If you are consistent with the advice that you're being given, you are going to get a vitality boost. Things will get better. So not when you have no energy, that is when you really need to get out there and start moving. It's um it's kind of like, having a car that's run out of gas and you just keep trying to turn it on, going, come on, just you know, it's not going to be able to go anywhere. You're going to need to put a little bit of effort in. You need to put some gas in the car so that you can at least get it to the filling station so that you can put a little more gas in. So it starts slow, okay? Um, right now you're looking at things and kind of as well. It's the status quo, keeping things the same and I've tried all these different things and none of it. Yes, it hurts to move, and it will hurt to move because you haven't moved for a long time. Our muscles atrophy. Um, our bodies don't it, lose it. Like, yeah, the phrase, use it or lose it. So, you could, it doesn't mean that you exhaust yourself, but work through the pain. You don't have to go out there and walk for an hour. Today, walk for 10 minutes. And for the next few days, walk for 10 minutes. And then maybe next week, walk for 15 minutes. But, kind of do that. But you definitely need to be paying attention to what the doctors are telling you, because I think that ultimately there is the Four of Wands. This is, a happy place, a celebration. I think that it will be, it can get better if you are willing to make the decision that you're going to do something about it. Um, Otherwise, you might just find yourself kind of things getting worse when they don't need to get worse, right? And I know that it can be hard, um, to move when you don't feel like moving or when it hurts to move. Um, but if that is the advice that you're being given by your doctors, then they're not telling you that because they want to make your life miserable, right? So give give that a try and see if that doesn't help. I hope
Mm,
I hope that's helpful.
it's a good reading.
Okay,
Good advice.
thank you. And then we've got Cat Goddess
I've got
Ring.
Cat Goddess already picked. Already sorted. Okay,
Done, done,
let's
excellent. What do I
go.
need to know? Yeah,
Um, messages, I guess. Right
okay.
now, potentially. What do you need to know? Again, another one of those ones that is not specific. We could be talking about any area, but I've just let the cards tell whatever story they want to tell, and hopefully that's the aligned to what it is you're really needing to hear right now. So first of all, I've got the card, and I'm wondering if you are hard on yourself internally, because I see the card of the Virgo energy. So this is the Virgo. I've got it's the card of the Knight of Pentacles. Very disciplined, hardworking, organized. Can be a little bit perfectionist. Can be a little bit of a procrastinator. Can be a little bit hard on yourself, not thinking it's good enough. So, and I say that also because I've got the Seven of Swords, which is a bit of a defensive card, and maybe and it's thoughts. Maybe it's your thoughts can be a little bit defensive as far as you could be nicer to yourself. You could, choose to focus on the things that you're good at, focus on your good qualities and not be hard on yourself about, this, that, why this didn't happen, why I'm not this, why somebody else is this. So really they're just saying a beautiful message for you, because you've got King of Cups energy in the upright position. So that shows me you're a very compassionate person towards other people. You're very compassionate, but I think sometimes you don't extend that same compassion back to yourself. You can be a little bit hard mentally on yourself, and it's saying, or whether that's through perfectionism, whether that's through just comparing yourself to other people. And we all go through that sometimes, I think. So that's one of the main things they're saying to you. But good news, I've got some really positive energy coming up for you. I feel there's something really creative coming inbound coming to you. I've got the Two of Wands coming, where you are getting to a stage where you think, which stage do I want to go on? Which it's like a new beginning, a new renewed passion. Now, whether this is a love opportunity, or whether because I've got renewed passion, or whether this is just renewed passion, inspiration, divinely guided, divided, creative expression. It's some kind of something new and wonderful that's coming in, but it puts you at a crossroads. It puts you at a path where it's like, okay, which direction do I want to go? There's a little choice that comes up, whether you're choosing between work-life balance, or you're choosing between I want to pursue this endeavor, or I want to pursue that endeavor, but you've got a new beginning coming. That's the main thing that I want to say. It's a new beginning. It feels really sparkly to me, whether that, that new love kind of feel, new passion kind of feel. It's that really sparkly energy coming in, and it feels like relief. It feels like, wow, this is, I feel like I'm either validated. I feel, in my head, it feels to be like relief. I feel like I've either made it, or I'm finally got things sorted in my head where I feel comfortable. And just that, you look at that, the expression there is just pure joy. Now, that could also be your connection to spirit, being that you're very connected to, outside of your body. Doesn't mean that that makes you any kinder to yourself. And I'm not saying you're not kind, because you are. You're very compassionate. But I just feel that sometimes you may pull back a little bit, thinking you're not good enough to do something. And these cards are saying, no, if you're passionate about something, go for it. New beginnings. You need to step into this new beginnings, because you've got the Two of Wands indicating that you're going to be faced with a path very soon, coming up very soon, which is very action orientated, because it's the Wands, it's a fire, and it's about inspiration, divinely guided. It's creative, it's passionate. Passion energy also comes from fire energy. It's very sparkly, passionate energy. So I'm very excited for you. It's coming. But I also feel around you that your physical body needs attention, because I've got the card of vitality, which is this one here. And it's just saying that, maybe you've been a little bit too hard on yourself because of this opposition card. Is another card that I'm feeling opposition. So I don't know if this opposition's coming in from you in the mind, or if it's coming in from another person, but I see opposition, and it's through this card. It's through the Seven of Wands defensive card, and it's also through the Virgo energy, which is why I thought it might have been more your energy. But I do feel like this relentless opposition, whether it's coming from your own mind or coming from another person, then I feel like that's kind of been a bit weighing on you. But that's lifting, it's moving, it's budging. There's this whole new energy coming in. It's very connected. It's very connected to enlightenment, or inspiration, I should say. That's the word I'm looking for. Fire energy. That's motivation, that's inspiration, that's love, that's passion. And I feel that coming in, vitality. But your body needs attention right now, and so does your thoughts. If you can just, I'd say more action. Where Virgo's not very action orientated, Virgo's more, they're hardworking, very hardworking, but they're very much, it's got to be perfect before it's released to the world. Where the fire just says, time now, just do it, just do it. Hopefully that resonates with you.
Fabulous. I like that. I like that. Wonderful. Okay, all righty, cat goddess. And I think this is going to be our last one, turtle shell. Um, and will I be able to continue flame working glass? Um, what I got um, is you're again be open to receive. Okay, there is opportunity that yes, you will be able to continue. I don't know if finances are what's holding you back, or if there's something that you feel you're not quite physically capable of doing. Um, there's going to be opportunities for you to continue with that. I also got love connections, so I think that someone is stepping forward, whether a family member or a partner or so on, that is going to be able to assist you in terms of pursuing what it is that you want to pursue. One of the things that up until now, I think you've been doing it, but you're you haven't been totally organized. So I get prepare and organize. I think you need to make a plan, set the intention that this is what you want to do, and then make a schedule and and stick with that schedule. When you do that, I think you're going to find that there's a lot of creative inspiration that is going to come in, because then you're going to be able to find the passion of doing it again, rather than just doing it because it's it's either expected or because you signed up for it. It's almost like, well, it's almost like you want to do this, um, but you also, it wouldn't hurt your feelings if you couldn't do it again. So it's a little bit of that, you have to decide if this is something that you want to do, then go ahead. Go ahead and do it, but you have to commit to it. You can't just, I love it today, but I don't know if I can, oh, there's a class scheduled tomorrow. No, I have other things to do tomorrow. It's a matter of deciding that that's what you want and then going ahead and doing that. So I I hope that that was scheduled. I hope that that was helpful to you, Turtle Shell. So there we go. And yes, thank you. There was a few of you that your names were called earlier, but you didn't get your questions in on time. So, kind of you missed you missed out. There's always next time.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll be back.
So, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing us to do this for you. It really yeah, really enjoyed it. And any parting words, Miss Trish, before you take off on your wonderful
I
holiday?
know, I know. That's just reading some comments about mental health and looking after yourself, and
Yeah,
and definitely. So that's my break. I need that break for that. So I just want to say to everybody, just look after yourselves, especially in this really challenging times that we're living in at the moment. All the outer planets moving, the fire horse energy. Do I think it's coming like the fire energy, horse energy this week? So intensity. So that's big as well. So we've got some really big intense energy in the world and the collective right now. So really just everybody take care of yourself. Be kind to other people as well, because you just don't know what somebody else is going through right now. They may not show it on the outside, but you don't know what's going on the inside. But yeah.
exactly. And
And
honestly,
thank you so much for having me.
no, are you kidding? I love these.
Yes, so
I
do I.
love doing these.
Yeah.
Yeah. That I think that's what surprises me is we get into the readings and I look up and it's like, what, an hour's?
It's
What?
what? I know. Where did that time go? Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
So I think
Yeah.
we got 8
And
in today.
honestly,
8 in doing this the switchy thing. Yeah. Even though they were longer, we still got eight in, which is probably more than normal.
yes,
Mm,
yes. Yeah, I think so. I think
yeah.
so. And that is I like that.
Me too.
I like that a
More
lot.
more people get
Yeah.
readings.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love to share that. So
Yeah.
thank you, everyone. Thank you, Trish, for doing this with me.
My
We'll
pleasure.
have to set something up for next month, and you guys just look out for the notices. Come join us, get in line, and I will remind you guys that if you are not chosen for a reading, still listen to the video. Still listen, because there might be messages for you that someone that come up in someone else's reading. If they resonate with you, take it. By all means, it was meant
Yep.
for you, right? Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing these in public. It
No.
would be like, okay, Susie's getting a reading. Everybody else, turn your microphones off. Don't listen,
Yeah, that's
right?
right. We're all part of the collective energy, so we're all experiencing very similar things. So what somebody else is going through could be very similar to what you're going through. So yeah, that's why one reading can help so many people.
Exactly. All right. Thank you, Dawn, behind the scenes. Thank
Thanks,
you for
Dawn. Thank you,
starring the
Dawn.
questions. And oh, and Kat Nana says, yeah, one of your readings earlier really resonated. Perfect.
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 Perfect. I
Thank
love
you.
to hear that.
Thank you for the
Yeah.
confirmation. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, everyone. Take care. Be good. Have a fabulous rest of your weekend. And yeah, we will
See you
see
next
you
time.
later. Yes. Bye for